Because you know what just happened? Go ahead. Have we been live or we've been on, right?
Just
Oh,
started.
just started. Okay, fantastic. All right, let's go. Let's hit it.
Well, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back to another loud hosting off where we're going to finish up the Saturn moon matrix thing. We're going to get to the bottom of it. So we're going to go ahead and forego the intro. Sorry about being late. We had some technical issues,
We
but
had
that's what
some
happens when you do a
technical
live show. It's normal.
difficulties.
Happens. It happens to InfoWars. It happens to everybody. But we're trying to break free of the matrix. David Icke has given us the cliff notes. Here we go.
And beyond it, you go out of the matrix. And when all the genetic tinkering that the ancients talked about went on, the human form was being manipulated to be tuned in to receive and transmit within the frequency band of this Saturn broadcast, and pulling people from a heart state beyond the matrix into a emotional point of interaction massively in the matrix was a major way of tuning us into this fake reality. We talk about people who don't think for themselves as being in the box. Maybe we ought to say that they're in the cube.
Hello.
Okay. Those NPCs are in the cube.
They're in the queue. They're in the line. Does that mean the line? What are they in line for?
Just the programming has worked. Apparently, the genetic tinkering that the ancients talked about were to David Icke saying, making that biology experiment more susceptible to those signals coming off of Saturn. Did I lose you? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I was like, did I lose
I'm
you?
here.
You can hold very still. I've never noticed, or
I
maybe I
know.
did. Did you do that in
You know
another
what?
show?
I'm but you know what? I'm learning as I get later on in life. It makes people suspicious of me because when somebody's talking and I'm listening, I'm just staring at them, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "What?" I'm just listening. Yeah, I'm just.
Well, because it kind of looked like you weren't listening.
I was a 1980s freeze frame at the end of the movie.
It's like shit.
So sometimes people act violently towards the freeze frame look that I give them. They're like, "Well, you got a fucking problem?" Oh, well, hey, I'm
You want to fucking go?
Yeah.
Like, whoa, what? What the fuck are you
I'm just giving you my
about
full
right
attention.
now?
Go ahead.
You were just laser focused in.
Yeah, I'm zoomed
You
in.
weren't even blinking.
Not at all. Not at all.
And they want to shut the heart down, and they have to so many people, because it takes us beyond the bounds of time and space, beyond the matrix, because I suggest that what we call time as we decode it is in this matrix transmission. I'll whip through this quickly because I've talked about this in my books at great length, and I've talked about this at Under London Talks. But I say the moon is a construct or a part construct. This is a book called Who Built the Moon by Christopher Knight and Alan Butler. It's absolutely brilliant in the way that it puts the case for the moon not being real in terms of a natural body. But interestingly, what they find in that book is the mathematics and geometry between the sun, the moon, and the earth are fantastic in terms of their synchronicity, and it does not apply in any way to the rest of the solar system. And the Gnostic writings found in Nag Hammadi in 1945, 1,600 years old or more, say that this is a separate system operating within the Archon system of the inorganic universe. They say in the book, the authors, the maths involved in the Earth, Moon, Sun system is nothing less than staggering. And that the moon has been put there with the accuracy of the proverbial Swiss watchmaker. So when viewed from the Earth, it's the size of the sun at an eclipse. The BBC did a program who built.
It is convenient. The distance of the moon away from the Earth and how it lines up with the sun and during the eclipses. It's, you know, there could be some there.
Do we really need the moon? And it said the moon is now in a perfect position to sustain life on Earth and its effect on the Earth, but it's just a coincidence. I think not. We only see the near side of the moon. We don't see the far side of the moon. And the authors say in that book, the moon is bigger than it should be, apparently older than it should be, much lighter in mass than it should be. It occupies an unlikely orbit and is so extraordinary that all existing explanations for its presence are fraught with difficulties, and none of them could be considered remotely watertight. The mainstream theory is that the Earth was hit by a Mars-type planet when it was forming, and a chunk came off and became the moon, called the whack theory. That didn't pan out, so they came up with a double whack theory, where it was hit by the planet, it went away and gave it another smack, and then it became the moon. Now, of course, it doesn't pan out because it's nonsense. They don't know. Why don't they just say it's not a bad thing we don't know? There's lots of things we don't know.
Playing pool.
Yeah. That's what it was like when the solar system was forming.
It's a combo shot.
Just a bunch of pool balls floating around.
I think I have a new goal in life. I want to go to one of his lectures and just be at the end of it, be like, I think it's that way because that's how God put it. And then just be like, huh?
You're at the wrong convention, mate.
The loony bin's next door.
Yeah. If you'd like, we'd pass around a basket if you'd like.
No. The best explanation for the moon is observational error. The moon doesn't exist, said this scientist at the Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics. It's easier to explain the non-existence of the moon than its existence, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. And you know, I'll go through this because I don't want to run over too much time. I'll just mention a few things about the moon. These two scientists from the Soviet Academy of Sciences wrote a detailed article in 1970 headed, "Is the Moon the Creation of an Alien Intelligence?" And they explained in scientific terms why the moon cannot be a natural body, and in doing so explained all the anomalies that, if it is a natural body, cannot be explained. This guy, Sergeant Wolf, talked at the National Press.
It's kind of not that hard.
What do you mean?
It's not that hard to believe that we can't explain it. Like, we're dust in a wind.
Yeah.
We're a cloud of fart on the universe. Of course, you wouldn't understand why it's there, how it came to be, and all these other things. Because if its position wasn't in the proper place, then I guess we wouldn't exist to even pontificate and ponder why it's there, or why shouldn't it be there, or you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I mean, we haven't even really been able to research it enough. All right, so according to the governments of the world, we've been to the moon 3 or 4 times, roundabout, right? Mm-hmm. Again, this is almost kind of like the chasing Bigfoot thing, where they start talking about the anatomy of Bigfoot, and I have to say, I'm sorry. Did you actually catch one and do an autopsy? This is how you know this. And when you start talking about the ability for it to be there and the natural and all this, how do you know? These things take hundreds of thousands of years to move. You know? They're not the Death Star. They can't move like the Death Star. You know, that's why it was so amazing that they made the Death Star.
That's why it was such an amazing technological
feat of engineering.
Yes. Technology and engineering was a fucking spectacle.
Yeah.
A planet destroyer.
The planet destroyer.
Club a few years ago and told of his experiences on the inside at NASA, where he saw things like alien bases on the moon and stuff like that. And there's all these towers and strange phenomenon, like this blue light called blue.
That's one. That's one we should watch.
What?
It was on Netflix forever. It's not there now. But alien bases on the moon.
Oh, are there alien bases on the moon?
I don't.
Is that the dark side of the moon?
They make a strong case. Nah. I can give a couple quick examples. He's showing one right here that they took a picture of this. There's a crater on the moon that has a blue light in it.
Oh.
And they don't understand what the fuck it is or why would there be an artificial blue light in a crater on the moon. One of my favorites was there's one of the Apollos or whatever where it didn't land on the moon. It's just cruising the surface.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a stationary camera on the ship or capsule. And it's just cruising right along the surface. Well, as it's going, this plume of black smoke comes out of the fucking moon. And you're like, wait, turn around. What the hell what the fuck was that?
Nothing.
Like, no, just keep cruising. Well, we can't turn around.
We don't have reverse on this thing. So sorry, we can't.
There's no reverse on this thing.
Yeah, we can't go back.
So, but yeah, to see that, I was like, yeah, what the fuck? This black smoke coming out of the fucking thing. There are a couple other things like anomalies where they've taken pictures of certain shapes and stuff. I kind of like the Mars rover, same deal, where like, we've lived on Earth long enough and documented long enough, certain shapes and things don't occur in nature.
Right.
Like perfect circles or 90-degree structures. That doesn't happen in nature. But they had spotted all these kinds of things like that on the moon. What was the other one? Oh, yeah. Much like Star Wars, speaking of the Death Star, they took pictures of, you remember the base? I'm going to test y'all's Star Wars knowledge now. But do you remember the Rebel base on Hoth? You mean cold?
Cold. All right, settle down.
All right, settle down. But you remember, right?
I do, yes.
What it looked like? Well, they photographed a structure on the moon that looks just like that.
Really?
It's so weird where it's got like the 4 discs.
Yeah, lined up.
Kind of, yeah.
A tunnel system going through.
Same thing, yeah, with a tunnel going through them all. It looks just like it. Adventure, if I could find it, just to show it, but
yeah, let's see. Because it's when you get into stuff like this, if this is really real, like if they're really seeing stuff like this, it should be kind of obvious that there's something else going on out there. The whole nothing to see here, which I don't think is working with people anymore. Nothing to see here.
It's not.
People are like, yeah, there is. That's definitely a structure. What is that?
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. It's not working anymore. The official stories and anything that's coming out. Yeah, Google's done a good job of scrubbing this.
Oh, really?
I'd have to try to find it. Because I can't believe... Oh, I can. I was going to say, I can't believe it was even on Netflix, but it's designed for it to be that way.
Yeah, and there's also something to people saying for entertainment purposes only, because if you come out and say this is our theory, then you have to answer for it, and it starts to draw attention, Whereas you put a showman like Alex Jones on it,
And they're like, "Oh God, get a load of this fucking
aliens are real."
Yeah, but part of that too was I think like they drip feed us. We get drip fed information, and so sometimes
because
you'll get
society, there'd be pockets of people that could handle news like that, but for the most part, people would become way too honest, distracted, and want to quit their jobs,
correct,
not going to work, and we can't have all that.
Stop giving their money to the church.
Mm-hmm.
Stop paying their taxes.
Yeah, and that is definitely not okay.
You can't have that happen. So I just ran through like 3,000 photographs, and I'll have to do some research and find it. But honest to God, the images looked just like it, where I was like, oh my God, that's the base on Hoth. I was right. George Lucas was flown off the planet during college.
Yeah, he is Enoch.
He might be Enoch. He could be Enoch.
Like I think he is.
Actual Enoch. George Lucas.
George.
Nice name you picked there. George, 2 first names. George Lucas.
Lucas.
Yeah, okay. All right, man. All right, well, let's get back.
Blue gem or blue dome that they can't explain on the moon. And there's artifacts on the moon that clearly are not natural. Look at that one. What the bloody hell is that? They can't explain it. They don't talk about them.
You know what that kind of looked like? I thought that's why you were laughing.
Phenomenon like this blue light called blue gem or blue dome that they can't explain on the moon. And there's artifacts on the moon that clearly are not natural. Look at that one. What the bloody hell is that?
Oh my God. That's Bigfoot.
Oh no.
What did you think it looked like?
A blurry dick and balls? Those aliens, they've got a sense of humor.
Yeah, a meat and 2 veg.
Twig and berries.
They can't explain it. They don't talk about them. These are pictures of what are claimed to be statues on the moon. There's so much we don't know. In symbolic terms, maybe in a bit more than that, the moon is a bit like the Death Star of this big-time insider, George Lucas, in the sense that it's actually some kind of technological construct. And it's my view, as I've said before in previous books, that what the moon is doing, in its present use anyway, is taking this Saturn broadcast and acting as an amplifier to fire it at the Earth, so we get it in massively increased power and therefore effect. It's acting a bit like a dish transmitting information, which we're picking up and decoding into a fake reality. Now, 9 months after I'd written that in a book called The Human Race, Get Off Your Knees, someone sent me
that's racy.
An email from Brazil.
Get off your knees, bitch.
Get off your knees.
I think it was a lady, and said, have you read this book, Earth, by Barbara Marciniak? Because I've just read your book, and I think you'd find it interesting. And she sent me some page numbers. Barbara Marciniak is what they call a channel. And lots of channels are not channels. They just think they are. But, if you get a genuine one, then who can get out there and bring information out from other dimensions into this one, you can get some profound information that way. And she's done a lot of great stuff, Barbara Marciniak. I've met her a few times. Anyway, I hadn't read Earth. I'd read the first book.
Great in the sack, I hear.
That she wrote, but not Earth. Anyway, I sent for it. I went through the page numbers, and I'm like, whoa, this is 9 months after I've said this stuff in Human Race, Get Off Your Knees. And this was a channeled book, and this is what was in the book. 1996, I think this came out. The moon is a very powerful electromagnetic computer. The energy from the moon has been beaming electromagnetic frequencies onto the Earth for eons now to maintain the 2-stranded DNA. The moon is a satellite that was constructed. It was anchored outside Earth's atmosphere as a mediating and monitoring device, a supercomputer or eye in the sky. Earth must be owned by those who dwell there. However, it is not. You have outside gods, creator energies, who prevent you as a species from having free reign with your kundalini. That's the energy of awakening, in effect. The influence of the moon as a main satellite computer affects all of the Earth. The moon's programs have for eons been of great limitation towards human beings. There are repetitive cycles that the moon creates to which you respond. The tales about the full moon and insanity, madness, and heightened bleeding are all quite true. You know that television influences you a great deal. The moon is the same way. And astrologically, just as a very quick aside, when that great rearrangement happened, of course, astrologically, everything changed as well in terms of the influence of the astrological energies upon the human perception, because suddenly all these bodies are in different positions to where they were before. So the Saturn moon matrix, as I call it.
I thought he was going to say it, but he didn't. Again, as a novice astrologer here, the moon actually, too, in your one's birth chart signifies your mind. So your moon sign, wherever it's at, that's how your mind works, how your mind responds to.
Your moon sign is your mental state.
Wait, you chopped up, you broke up a little bit there.
Your
Say that again.
Mental state.
You broke up again. What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, looks like I'm breaking up.
Okay, there you are. You're back.
Is that you? I don't know. Is that you or me?
I don't know. But all I know is I couldn't.
Yeah, it's like your mental state. So the moon is your own. No, I was just saying. So the moon just correlates to your mental state.
Yep.
Both when you were born and then every month. You know, if you're acting a little crazy, is that why they say that the full moon makes people act a little?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it affects your mind. Yep.
It affects your mind. So people are more willing to say, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it on a full moon.
It's a full moon. Yeah.
Right?
Those were the famous last words to a lot of endeavors. Hey, I'm going to cross the Hudson. It's a full moon.
It's 4th and 25.
Go for it.
It's a full moon.
It's a full moon.
It's a full moon. Let's do it.
Anyway, is generating a frequency band, a fake reality, which we are decoding to be what seems to be a real reality. And the genetic manipulation has tuned us into it and created this cycle of round and round the garden. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, as the guy said in the video. And Neil Haig has this concept of moonopoly, or Saturn moonopoly. And it goes like this. You get up in the morning and you have your breakfast and then you go to work. And then you have your lunch, sandwich normally, and then I go to work and then I go home and then I have my tea and then I watch a bit of telly and then I go to bed. Then I get up and I go to work and then I have my lunch, sandwich normal. And I mean, look at us. We are infinite consciousness, infinite awareness. All there is, has been, and ever can be.
Yeah.
Is that all we are capable of? No. But we are locked into these cycles to which we respond. No response. See it as you couldn't see it before. An end to work, buy, consume, die.
That's one of my favorites. Because that's about the gist of things. Work, buy, consume, die. McDonald's, BMW, Heineken. What's that there? Is that Pennzoil? What is that?
No, the last one to die.
Yeah.
That's DHS. Or no, what was that? DHL. DHL is really big in Europe. For some reason, they didn't really make it too well over here.
Because FedEx and UPS said, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, they got it on lock over here.
Yeah, we have the mafia here.
Work, buy, consume, die. Yep, exactly. We're running the
That's
show.
what that is. And this matrix creates a firewall that holds us from seeing further into the energy field and holds us in this tiny frequency band we call visible light. What they've done is taken the universal energy field, the universal construct, and they have hacked into it, and they're feeding a fake reality to us from within that construct. And therefore, it's gold. Oh, my life's in a terrible state. I'm just making adjustments to my life. Oh, life's great. And they're all freaking illusions. We're like in this wall. You know those scientists that have been suggesting in the last few days that the universe might be a computer simulation? They actually said, like a prisoner in a pitch black cell, we may never be able to see the walls of our prison. Why? Because they are vibrational walls, and I suggest that they are the speed of light.
I wonder if that's how we break out of the ice wall. Speed of light through the ice wall.
Through the ice wall, yeah.
For those flat.
I'm surprised nobody's built a ramp to jump over the ice wall. You know?
Because it's
Smokey and the Bandit style.
Yeah. How come nobody's ever flown to the ice wall? Why is there no evidence or pictures of an ice wall?
You think that there'd be pictures of somebody touching the ice wall?
Yeah, constantly. There'd be that would be a vacation track, hey babe, what do you want to do for our anniversary this year? Oh, I want to go see the ice wall.
I want to go see the ice wall.
Yeah. That we're trapped on Earth.
Yeah.
360-degree fucking ice wall.
And
I want to go see
what
it.
I think is hilarious about this conference is you hear everybody cheering when he was like, we're so much more than that. And then after this, literally right after this show, they're like, well, I got to go to work in the morning, but I head home.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
And also he's operating in the same system of the same prison, which kind of brings us down to our dark reality of we're all going to be on the train. Even
we're all
David,
on the train, baby. Yeah. Yeah. And like you said, him too. I mean, he thinks, as he just said, to get out of this cell, you have to go to the speed of light. You'd have to travel through the speed of light to actually see. And then what?
To accelerate. Yeah. And then what? Right. What are you going to do?
You'll be all alone.
But you're talking to us about breaking out of this cell that you're in. You yourself are in. You haven't broken free. You haven't said, hey, this is what this is. Follow me.
And this is how you get out.
Right.
Right. Well, I mean, the fact of the matter is he's just exploring the space. Really. He doesn't. I'll tell you what, give me a week and I'll come up with how the fuck we'll break out of it.
What are we doing, man? We should come up with something.
We could. We could.
What was the lady called? A communicationist or something like that, or a vibrationist or something? The lady that he was just talking about.
The medium? Yeah, medium.
Yeah, the medium.
The one who's good in the sack.
And she ain't bad herself. Ayo.
Uh-huh. She had me talking in tongues.
No, but I mean, I don't know. It's good stuff to watch. It's fun.
Yeah, it's different. I'd have never thunk this up.
Yeah.
I'd have never came to this conclusion.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I mean,
And it teeters on this is again though, we said this last show because we thought we would get this deep on the last show, but we didn't. When he started off with the symbolism, I got you, I'm with you. I got you.
Yeah.
Rothschilds. Oh, okay, I'm with you there. okay, the UN, again, the same Saturn symbolisms. I get it. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
All the way until this.
Yeah.
This is where we're at now. We're
This
traveling the
is
speed of
when,
light to get out. It's like, oh, well, damn it. I
this is
thought you were
when,
going to say, let's try to round up the Rothschilds, stick
Yeah.
them into guillotines, and then, hey, we're free.
right, we're free.
We're free.
We're now free to roam about our Earth and all that stuff. And no,
No, we have to travel faster than the speed of light. We don't have that technology yet.
Yeah. And
Let
as
alone,
far as I heard, nobody's advertising, hey, did you think that you were hot shit when you were going faster than the speed of sound? Well, I got something for you.
I got
You can now go to the speed of light.
That's it. And you'll get to peek through the veil,
Uh-huh.
see what's going on the other side.
On the other side.
But when you come out of it and slow back down, you're right back in the shit again.
Right,
so.
you're right back in it. So enjoy the ride. But seriously, get back to work.
But now, yeah, and buy McDonald's.
Uh-huh.
The McRibs back.
Yeah. For a limited time only.
For a limited time only, which means everybody fight each other and hurry up.
Yeah, hurry up.
And buy them. Oh, God, they're almost out.
Instead of buying one, why don't you buy 3 at a time? Maybe freeze them or don't, you know.
Yeah, I don't, Let's hear what else he's got. Let's see if he reels it in.
Good show, David. Good show.
Let him land. Let's let him land the plane.
Yeah, bring it in.
She's not the fastest speed. Sorry, Einstein, mate. It's pedestrian. We're talking all possibility, darling. And so when we look into the night sky, are we seeing what's real or are we seeing a projection? I've talked in I think it was my last book or the one before that. I had a profound experience as a little boy when I was first taken to the London Planetarium, when I looked and saw the night sky on the roof of the planetarium, and it looked so bloody real. And it's hit me, and it's never left me, that actually when I look at the night sky, that ain't actually what I'm looking at. Firewall.
It sounds too much like the flat earthers, Dave.
Yeah, he's dancing that line.
Yeah, all those lights up there, it's just holes in the whatever the fuck they say, but they're not stars.
Is he making the case that the moon is the projector, the amplifier, and the projector?
Maybe more like the lens.
The lens, but it also amplifies. Don't forget, it's the amplifying the signal.
So the signal's coming off Saturn, and the moon kind of maybe focuses it directly on the Earth.
Okay,
right?
so the lens. All right. But then we also get to see what we think is space through that same lens.
Yeah.
What's going on.
Yeah. I will say, though, it is awfully peculiar that the moon, the one side of the moon faces the planet all the time. That's pretty weird.
Yeah, that is, I mean, because all the other planets spin like Earth, right?
Yeah. And their moons, too.
Their moons do
spin like that around their planet. Just our moon is locked.
Moon. It's a knuckleball. It's a knuckleball. There's no rotation.
It's the one face. Our moon's the knuckleball.
Mm-hmm. I think that's where we got the concept of the knuckleball, actually, from the moon.
Probably.
You know,
some pitcher was on a heavy acid trip.
Yeah, and he was like, you know what, man?
I bet I could
throw grab the ball like this.
And it won't spin at all.
And just push it like that.
It won't spin. But it may even wobble a little bit on the way.
It'll have people mesmerized.
Yeah. Motherfuckers won't be able to hit it.
They'll be mesmerized.
Or maybe because it fucked up their mental capacity, because it's a sphere like the moon, and it had the same rotation.
Right.
None.
Yeah, and you're looking at it like it's spin, and it won't spin. You're just like, what?
Like what's
going on?
Strike 3. You're out.
What?
That's not fucking fair.
Yeah. He was playing with my mind.
But so actually, hold on, because okay, so the moon is, if you think about it, you got to think outside the cube.
Mm-hmm.
The moon is rotating. If you think about it,
Is it?
it because it's having to spin for that face to always be facing the Earth. It has to spin.
So maybe it goes like this instead of. Are you saying like a north-south?
Oh no, it's doing a north-south spin,
Right.
but it's not spinning to where like we ever get to see the backside of it. We never get to see the backside of it. Because if it wasn't spinning and it just stayed in one thing, sometimes we'd get to see the back of it.
Yeah.
But because we never do, it's just the one
Somebody
side.
on the Earth would be able to. Now, have we gone to the other side of the planet and observed it and seen that it's the same?
Yeah. We got observatories all over this bitch.
I'm just being thorough. Thorough.
Yeah, nobody's ever seen the backside of the moon.
All right.
Maybe except Pink Floyd.
He definitely did. Sid Barrett definitely did. And then also
Roger Waters. Roger Waters
did, yep. And,
it broke up the band, actually.
It broke up the band. That was the downfall of the band.
They should have never went to the dark side of the moon.
But they did write one hell of an album, though.
That was fucking classic.
One of the best ever.
Maybe one of the best ever.
And then also, was it the second Transformer movie? They were on the dark side of the moon, too. And they did get a stern talking to.
Get the fuck out of here.
You better not ever come over here again.
There's shit going on back there.
Yeah, there is. It's like the backstage. It's
right.
The whole production, you know?
Yeah. Hey, my girlfriend's back there. Yeah. A lot of guys' girlfriends are back there.
That's a common problem, pal. Right?
Fucking Wayne's World.
Yeah.
All that we see or seem is just a dream within a bigger dream. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Or am I just flaming gay in the 70s?
Isn't that a song? That's a song lyric. Who wrote that?
Is this gay guy from Queen?
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get the joke. You didn't get the joke, I said.
All right, now I get it.
Maybe I'm just a flaming gay guy in the 70s. I don't know. I'm
in 80s.
I just want to sing. I want to dance. This is why I put Roger on our thumbnail.
Caught in the landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look at the skies and see. Is it a sky?
Yes.
Or is it a projection? And so when we come to the Matrix, and this scene in the Matrix, I call it the Saturn moon matrix, maybe connected to other things we don't know yet. This is so real and so the world we live in. If you add two words, the Saturn moon matrix is everywhere. It is all around us, even now in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave, Neil. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch, a prison for your mind. Archon world. We live in an Archon world. I'm going to bring this down now before we have a break. I'll bring this down into the world that we live in now. This guy, a great cosmologist who knew far more than he was saying or was allowed to say. Carl Sagan. He wrote a book, The Dragons of Eden, in which he talked about...
settle down. Settle down. I'm talking. Settle down.
Right? Did you hear that?
Like, oh, Carl Sagan, woo! Carl Sagan.
You don't remember
this
Carl
the-
Sagan?
No, time out. Is this the fucking guy? No. No. I'm thinking of Ron L. Hubbard. Who's the guy who started Scientology?
L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard. That's who
L. Ron.
started
Yeah.
Scientology. Fucking okay. Not the same guy. Carl Sagan. This is the guy. He's like a mentalist. Yeah. He's
No, I think he was an actual scientist.
an actual real. So, okay. All
I
right.
think so, but like, I don't know. He had his own thing going on.
Did he, yeah. Right.
Yeah. But let's hear what he's got to say about Carl Sagan.
The fundamentally importance of understanding the reptilian impact of reptilian genetics on human behavior. Because the reptilian brain fundamentally affects human behavior. And I suggest that before the genetic tinkering, either that wasn't there or was nothing like as powerful as it is now. And I came across these books after I was a long way down the line. I came across these books by Carlos Castaneda, in which he was quoting.
He skimmed right over Carl Sagan.
Yeah, what was up with that?
Skimmed right over it just to talk about. He said one thing about a reptilian brain. Anyways, on to these other authors. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck you doing? I want to go back because I want to see the cover of this book. I could have sworn
As powerful as it is now. And I came across these books, impact of reptilian genetics on human behavior. Because the who knew far more than he.
Okay, never mind. I thought it said Scientologist down here.
Oh, no.
It doesn't. I can't even make it out. Speculations on the evolution of the human intelligence.
Ooh.
Was saying or was allowed to say. Carl Sagan, he wrote a book, The Dragons of Eden, in which he talked about the fundamentally importance of understanding the reptilian impact of reptilian genetics on human behavior. Because the reptilian brain fundamentally affects human behavior. And I suggest that before the genetic tinkering, either that wasn't there or was nothing like as powerful as it is now. And I came across these books after I was a long way down the line.
Before he gets into these books. He missed an opportunity there because if he really wanted to kind of start to build this thing and put it together, didn't he just talk about, what was it, work, buy, consume, die?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're tinkering with a brain and you want to control it, wouldn't you just give it the simplest of behaviors like that to keep them busy? Right?
Yeah.
If you're meddling,
Yeah. That's a good connection.
Right?
I'd say. Because it's that's essentially the reptilian mindset is right. What do I have to do right now? You get to work. Okay, work. And then what do I do? Well, that money, you're going to go buy something with it. Okay, I'm going to go buy. And what's my neighbor bought? I want that. Yeah, we'll go out and buy your own then. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you consume what you bought. And then you do that pattern a whole bunch. And then until lastly, you're 80 or 100 years old and you die. Yeah. And that's it. And then your kids will do the same shit you did. And your grandkids will do the same shit that your
because your simplistic behavior has laid the groundwork for the future generations to repeat and rinse and repeat the same process over and over and over.
Yep. And you could say, I mean, I'd hate to go as deep as Dave does here. Like it's some extraterrestrial illusionary, because I will say it could be extraterrestrial, but it's all an illusion and all this. I don't really think so. I think we have to operate inside this 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional plane. We have to operate here. It's just that those families that he, again, the Rothschilds and those elite families that he opened up with control this box that we
Yeah.
operate in, and they put in the systems.
Yeah, they put the
for us.
program in. Yeah, right.
Because I would love to just have a bowl of fruit and meditate under a tree on a Wednesday because it's a
Yeah.
beautiful 65 degrees outside.
Right.
But I can't, you see, because I got fucking bills and kids that depend on me.
Yeah.
So I have to go to fucking work on Wednesday and make the money to pay the bills and do all that. So I'm operating inside of the system that they constructed.
Yeah.
Again, is it extra? Is it all an illusion? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't
Is
think
it-
it's an illusion. I think it's
Is-
just reality. It's just reality that, and realistically, it's something that pretty much everybody around the world has bought into or
Mhm.
wants to buy into, realistically, if you break it down.
Right.
Because people do, you know what? They come here. Why? Because they want to work. And then what does that give you? That gives you the opportunity
Money.
to buy
Right.
and consume.
Yep.
And then you could die. That's
And
the
then you
mind.
Right.
You
But
know?
instead, because what was life like before that? We were hunting
Hunting, gathering.
and gathering, and then meditating and conquering and conquering. So, but you know what I mean.
I mean, can you
There was a
imagine
lot-
the self-loathing dad, the caveman dad, where he was grunting at his kids that he's got to go kill stuff because of you, ungrateful,
Apparently, you got to eat every fucking
sitting
day.
on your ass.
What do you want today? Another Brontosaurus burger? Nothing but the best for you, spoiled fucking
Do you know
brat.
how long that takes? No, because you never do it.
Yeah, I just think the whole shit's gotten really super complicated. Right?
Yeah.
When you
And it's going to get even more. It's going to get even more complicated.
when you sprinkle in a little bit of usury as well,
Yeah.
that made shit hella complicated.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, you can borrow money from us, but at
Mhm.
17% interest on that
Yeah.
loan.
And when you can't, I mean, if you can't pay it back, we'll control your society. But I'm sure you'll be able to pay it back.
Yeah, right.
Fools.
Because that's the heaviest. That's the heaviest like thing for me is like the credit system, right? Everything's based off that. You're not buying and owning shit if you don't
Without
have
it.
good credit.
Right.
Okay, well, what's it take to have good credit? Well, you need to be just at the right level, about up to your eyeballs in debt, not
Yeah.
over your head in debt, and then
Right.
not zero debt. Because zero debt, they don't want to see zero debt. They
Right.
want to see it stretched out, just to right about here where you're paddling above the water. I can still
Right.
breathe. Okay, good. Well, you have good credit then. We'll give you a loan
Right. We'll give you a loan for a house.
because they don't want anybody who's standing on dry land.
Yeah.
That's not good enough.
It's a
gotta have
whole.
Where they reward you for basically being enslaved.
Yeah.
You got to
You
be
get
just the
your
right
own
amount. It's enslaved.
dwelling, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And filing bankruptcy, you're like on a timeout for 10 years.
Right. Yeah. Because, you told them that basically you're quitting.
I give up. I can't. I want to start over. Yeah, no problem. You could start over, but you ain't making a fucking move
Right.
for 10 years.
But you're going to the penalty box for 7 years.
Is it 7? It's 7. Yeah.
7 years.
It's a penalty box for 7.
Which, again, there's that number again, 7. Why 7 years?
Well, God, Lee, now we're gonna go in here. I actually heard why it's 7 years.
Why?
Oh God, really? Okay.
Is there a quick answer or no?
Well, there is, because whoever wrote the Talmud,
Ooh.
actually, it's It's one of God's graces. It's like one
Oh
of his
yeah.
number.
No, but that's in.
You've heard this, right?
Yeah. That's in Deuteronomy or
So it could be in our Old Testament as well.
it is. No, it is. Every 7 years, if there's any debt, you forgive it and move,
It's
and they
forgiven.
start anew.
So again, the
There you go.
the non-seculars who pretend to be Jewish just to cover their ass in case they ever got to face Yahweh in person. Hey, when it came to those loans, 7 years, man, we didn't ask for a dime after those
I
7
let it
years.
go.
Okay,
Yeah, I let it go.
like God's gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still gonna kill you.
Mhm.
Okay, all right, that's fair. You know what?
You know what? That's fair.
But yeah, that's 7 years. But yeah, no, right. So again, the elites who get to set the parameters on how we operate and how we move inside of their system that they built. That's one of the more perplexing ones.
Yeah.
For me,
for sure.
But again, extraterrestrial, maybe. I don't know. If we look at Sumerian tablets and see the things that they taught the humans at that time, it wasn't just, oh, you're going to plant these seeds in spring, harvest in November. It wasn't just that. It wasn't just, oh, this is how you clean an animal. This is how you prepare it to cook. This is how you cook it. You want an internal temperature of 165 degrees. It wasn't just that. It was loans, divorces, marriages. There were receipts and sales receipts.
Yeah, sales receipts
on these tablets that they found. Beer recipes.
Yeah, for mead.
So they were shown these types of things, and then those who had and controlled everything just kept accruing more and more power, and then set up more and more systems, and and it's gotten so far where you and I are halfway joking about, like, now we're going to be on a proverbial train, or we're on a proverbial train right now, taking the train ride, because we're not going to own anything, and we're going to be happy about it.
You're going to be happy, but you're going to love it.
It'll be the best.
Yeah. Hey, let me grab a Coke real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Grab me one. What's up, y'all? You're with Ezra. What's up? I know this is kind of a slow burn of a show. We're wrapping this up, the Saturn Moon Matrix. If you guys have any suggestions, you want to have us wrap about, let us know in the comment section. We'll watch any kind of kooky stuff. You want to convince us to do Flat Earth? Maybe drop a link in the description and we'll watch some Flat Earth shit. Who knows?
Oh man, that's one of my favorites.
We should do that one show just to have we could have a good hearty laugh with some Flat Earthers. Yeah,
I mean, it cracks me up. That subject cracks me up.
It's just, it's one of these things where the church was literally imprisoning people for saying that the earth wasn't flat. They were literally getting thrown in prisons for saying the earth wasn't flat. And then finally, when it became common knowledge and those gatekeepers were finally like, fine, you selfish assholes. You want to know that the earth's round? Fine, it's fucking round, assholes. God, we had them thinking it was flat forever.
Enough people have sailed around the earth,
Right. But we've reverted to go fast forward 1,500 years, and we've reverted back to people now saying, actually, the earth's not a globe, it's flat, and there's like a ice wall around it, and all the stars you see at night are it's an illusion. It's like a projection. It's like, are you fucking out of your fucking mind?
Yeah. And also the dome people crack me up, where there's a dome. Have you ever seen the people who doctor the footage of the space rockets hitting the dome and they're like, "Oh, listen, you can hear it hit the dome," and they
Ba-doom.
play the Taco Bell bell,
Oh,
boom, you know,
because it's 4-inch plexiglass.
right?
Come on, I've seen the Simpsons movie. It's
Yeah.
just I can't believe that we've gone this far. You know what, John? It might be time. When I see stuff like that, I literally think, okay, maybe it's our time now.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Maybe we're at the end of our runway.
Yeah. So if you're religious, you're saying, Jesus, where are you?
Yeah.
If you're not religious, you're like, meteor the size of Texas, where are you?
Mhm.
If you're me, I'm like, aliens, where are you?
Where are you
Like,
guys?
just come down and scorch this motherfucker
Aren't you coming back?
and reset, because like, yeah, we're I think we're done here. I think we're all done here.
What, you know, the other aspect to this that I think is pretty funny is I think everybody can notice in society where there's just so many absolutists, where everything and everybody is so absolutely right or so absolutely wrong about, you know, whatever the subject is.
Because they have to be. That's
What
part of the
what are these
reptilian
people
mind.
going to do when we're still here in 50 years?
Well, what have they done in the past, right? This has probably been going on for hundreds of years.
I was going to say, so yeah, and that's one of the things. Nothing's new under the sun. I
No.
can guarantee you there was some crazy person in England being like, you know, the world's going to end, mate. And they're like, shut up.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
get to work.
We've heard this one already. Don't you have something to do?
We got crops
Al
that need to be
Gore.
harvested. Yeah.
Everybody has their version of it. Al Gore. Okay. We should be all submerged underwater. Now.
Yeah.
Didn't
Especially here in the lovely state of Florida. We should be underwater.
Yeah.
You know?
No. Banks are still giving out loans to people to build on those coasts. So much for the banks believing in global warming.
Right. They definitely don't. They might say that they've gone green and paperless, but they're still lending money.
Oh yeah, they've gone paperless. I'll give them that. But fucking water. It's and again the thing with the Joe Rogan that we covered on this show. Yeah, hey, actually, Bernie, the world's cooling. Actually, it's not getting hotter; it's cooling.
I don't know about that, Joe.
Yeah, you're walking down a very dangerous road.
Just because you shave all your body hair off doesn't mean that it's colder outside. So shut up.
I think maybe you took one too many to the head with that jiu-jitsu thing you're doing.
You know, maybe somebody bounced you off the mat really hard.
Really hard. But yeah, it's like everybody. It's an AOC. She's another one. We've got 5 years or whatever the fuck she said.
Yeah, 5 years, and that was what, 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
But I don't know, maybe like 4 years ago. But you're right though. Everybody who says like, oh God, like the year 2000, there were heretics for 2000. There were heretics for 2012. Right. The Mayan calendar.
Oh yeah. Remember how nuts it was in 2011 with the 2012? So, I mean, people were going bananas.
Yeah, they're cashing out their 401ks.
Yeah.
They were fucking buying RVs and selling their homes.
Yeah, I was going to say they were investing in bunkers.
Started shooting heroin. The world's over. I fucked this.
I'm going out my way.
I'm going out my way. Yeah. Telling their loved ones, I never loved you.
And it was all a lie.
So by the time 2014 came around, they were like, yeah, so
listen.
Look, remember when I said your mother was a cankerous whore?
I didn't mean that.
I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. You could let me back. You could let me
better
back.
now. I'm okay.
I'm better now. So what do they do? Nothing. I don't know. People like Al Gore just carry on. That fuckface is still running around the globe trotting, doing whatever it is the fuck he does.
Flying first class in his own private plane.
Yeah. Emitting all kinds of fucking CO2.
CO2, yeah. While going to give lectures everywhere else.
While lecturing everybody else on how they're the problem.
They're the problem. Not me and my 7 houses. That's not the problem. You guys are the problem.
And your Toyota Priuses.
It's so funny, man.
It is. And that's more of that control shit too.
Yeah, so it's crazy how people buy into the control, because if you noticed, and this is society as a whole, if you tell society, hey, you know this planet we live on, you know what would be great is if we actually didn't trash it. How about we put garbage in receptacles and we'll find ways how to recycle? When have you ever heard anybody say, oh, fuck that, I'm not doing that. That's bull crap. You know?
Staunch Republicans. Maybe.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to throw glass bottles out my window.
Yeah, just for saying that. What do you got to say about that?
Give me that ashtray. Dump them out. You know what I don't see ever anymore? You know how, especially if you pulled up to a light where you're at turning left on an arrow, don't you remember the piles of cigarette butts that you would see right there at the median curb?
Sure. Those were the
I
80s,
never see that anymore.
I know. I miss the 80s.
You know, the 80s, the 90s, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
Nobody's
really smoking anymore. Everybody's vaping now.
Yeah, because they were told, hey, this is better for the environment and for you. Mm-hmm. And people are, oh, okay, cool.
Well, I mean, for the longest time, women were smoking during pregnancy.
Yeah, and drinking.
And drinking. And it shows.
I know, right? Look at us.
I was going to say, we were products of that shit. Look at us.
Look at us. Look at us now.
They don't build us anymore.
No, our model's obsolete now.
I've got a theory about that too. It's talking about generations. I think we're one of the last greats. I'm going to tell you why. Well, let me start here. Let me start with our grandparents. The greatest generation is what their generation was called.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers, badass.
Yeah.
Badass. They did. The men and women, they definitely don't build them like that, like they used to. And we're nowhere near them. So I'll preface this by saying that. But they gave birth to the baby boomers, right? You got World War II. When the men came back from World War II, man, Americans were fucking like monkeys, like rabbits.
I was going to say, how about rabbits?
Yeah, because that's even more than monkeys. But tons of babies, right? That's why they're called baby boomers.
The boomers.
Now, these motherfuckers, while our grandparents came back from wars, they were buying houses dirt cheap, because that's, again, was that time period where a man could provide for his family on 40 hours.
Working at the gas station, by the way.
Anywhere. Any motherfucking where. And these American companies that they worked for gave a shit about them. Mm-hmm. Oh, Rudy? He's been with us 35 fucking years.
Yeah.
Shows up every day, does his job, trains the guys, blah,
eats
blah,
a bologna sandwich every day for lunch.
Yep.
And only has 2 beers for lunch.
And he'll... Amen to that, right.
He's a respectable man.
Just has 2 beers and he goes right back to work, driving that forklift. But on those 40 hours, the man could buy a house.
Yeah.
He could take his kids on vacation. His wife stays at home and takes care of the kids and the house and all these things. 2 cars. And if he stays with the company 35 years, he's buying a second home, like a vacation house.
Vacation house.
Okay? Then, when they get old, and they pass away, their kids, the baby boomers, then take those properties and sell them
Yep.
because they want to fucking party like it's 1999. They want to go on cruises and they want to fucking treat themselves and they want to spoil their fucking grandkids. And then the Gen Xers who are like, hey, what about us? Look at you. You only live once. I'm going to have a great time. Oh, you are? Cool. Is there going to be anything left when you're done having your good time? Oh, heavens no. Oh, okay. So then we have to by ourselves. While you had everything just gifted to you, we'll have to fight through rings of fire and a gauntlet and all these things, a shitty economy, and American companies that don't give a shit about you. At this point, it's about entrepreneurship these days, really. You can't work for a company and be like, oh, I'm going to retire, and no, the fuck you ain't, because they're going to fire your ass.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get to a certain age, and they're going to be like, hey, you know what? We got to talk.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. Let's walk out to the parking lot while we talk. Well, wait a minute. Well, I got to clock in. No, don't worry about that. We'll take care of that. Let's have a chat.
So I say like we're the next best generation because you got after Gen X, you had millennials. Let's not even get started about them.
Yeah.
And then our kids, like we're doing our best, but at this point, YouTube and the television and everybody else is telling them what's what, and they're like, "Yeah, shut up, Dad. You don't know fucking shit. You're fucking retarded from where I'm standing. I don't listen to you, pops." And, you know, we're like, "I'm telling you,
you gotta listen to me." But they don't.
But Gen X, we had the best of both because,
yeah, man.
What we had were parents who worked us like dogs from a little age.
Yeah.
Chores up the ass, strict up the ass,
secondhand smoke up the ass,
like smoking and drinking while pregnant, smoking in the car with us right there, sitting in the back seat, just inhaling all the fucking smoke. Yeah. Drinking out of garden hoses. Okay. Doing super cool jumps on our bikes with no pads and helmet
here's a good one. This may not apply to you as much as it does to me. When was the first time you heard about sunscreen? Honest to God.
When I was a parent.
I think, honest to God, I think it was when I had my daughter.
When you had kids, yeah.
Because the only thing I ever heard of was suntan oil, which, you know, growing up in Florida, I didn't wear a shirt a lot of times, you know?
Yeah.
And we were outside all day.
In the hot Florida sun.
In the hot Florida sun. And
far away from the equator.
Right. 50% of the time, we didn't have shoes on either.
Woo. Ouch.
Yeah. I mean,
hot sidewalks.
You get used to it.
Do you?
Yeah.
The bottom of your feet are just black as blacktop.
Yeah. They're thickened up like a nice deck shoe, you know?
Or those people who walk on hot coals.
Yeah, we can handle it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, funny that you bring that up about did you hear about all the shit about sunscreen?
No.
All the carcinogens that are in it, bad stuff.
Really?
Of course, because whose name's on it? Johnson and Johnson.
Johnson.
Again, and they've got their man in the office.
Yeah,
he's in a lot of meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay. We got to change his name again. It can't be Lindsay. But there's that guy in there. Hey, just real quick. I like the idea of a lotion that protects people from UV because we know UV can harm you and cause skin cancer, and we're protecting people. But
it's a good idea.
Can we maybe try to give him cancer another way then? And they're like, "Oh Jesus, this fucking guy."
Every time, every product that we
Oh
pitch,
my
he's got to kill
God.
somebody with it.
He wants to fucking kill people with it. Yeah, Billy, Jimmy,
Mm-hmm.
we can look. Yeah, we'll whip something up. We'll put some sort of carcinogen in there.
Well, right. We'll put some
Okay,
sort of
that's good. That's good.
battery acid or something in there that's gonna kill him.
Because Satan's on my ass all the time about these things. This is
I
why I
just
bring these up.
just got off the phone with him this morning. He's all in an uproar about us trying to help prolong the human life experience.
He's not too happy.
He's an impatient guy sometimes.
He doesn't get the nickname Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, he wants to speed the conveyor belt up a little bit.
He says it's getting awfully slow down there.
Yeah.
He said you'd be leaning all day.
And I don't know. Listen, I'm just throwing this out there, but he is talking like he sounds like he wants another world war. So I'm just saying.
Just throwing that out there.
Just throwing that out there.
If you could make that happen somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so good point. But so we didn't have those things either. So there was like a level of toughness, but at the same time, like technology was changing. We got to see technology change.
Yeah, we did.
And the ramp up. And then we were just before the participation trophies, which I think is huge too.
Yeah.
Because ever since the millennials had their participation
you know what?
trophies,
there's another understated aspect to us growing up. Hear me out. All right, because I know this is not your genre, but we also had power ballads from hair bands. All right, so we got our touchy-feeliness.
Yeah.
From Cinderella, from Rat,
White Snake,
White Lion.
You know. Yeah, you're not wrong. Motley Crue, Def Leppard.
Yeah, they did a couple. Def Leppard did. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that too. Don't get me started on fucking music too, because there was a whole peak there during the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah, we had Ozzy, AC/DC.
Dude, yeah. And all the genres.
Ozzy at his prime now.
I want to specify too, it's not just the hair bands or rock, but the Euro shit that was coming, like Depeche Mode and The Cure. That's like, dude.
Oh, The Cure, man. Forget about it.
And then Public Enemy and fucking Wu-Tang. And like, dude, it was
NWA.
just everything was just at its peak. And then
it just went, it crashed and burned.
Everything. Then the music execs were like, look I want about 35 bands and I want them to all sound the same.
The same.
If they don't sound the same, they're not going on. Same thing with the R&B singers. You better all sound the fucking same.
Yeah, all the same. Basically sing the same tune.
Yeah.
A little bit different
play
music.
The same 8 different chord progressions over and over, just with different lyrics, with a different singer, and the women better be scantily clad.
Mm-hmm.
And
to show the younger generation,
and every one of you is going to take it up the ass.
Hey, now
to get in, there is a fee to get in.
That's another that's another subject for another show right there.
You're going through the Mouseketeers.
Oh boy. Boy.
But yeah, so like all that shit again, we peaked right there, and then now it's just been a slow degrading. Which is, again, one of my theories. I think that as humans, as we reproduce and go, I just think we're getting more and more dull.
Yeah, but, I also think that because, I'm sure you and I have talked about this, where there's this cycle, that's that expression where tough times produce strong men.
Yeah,
and strong men
create good times.
Good times
produce weak men.
Right. So it's a cycle.
Create hard times.
Yeah.
And then the cycle starts over again. Hard times create strong men.
So in those 4 stages, there's roughly about 20 years for each stage. And I've also seen guys do these theory, of this ebb and flow of history where every 80 years, everything turns around. And it's always the first 40 of that 80, that's great. It's great because the groundwork gets laid by the first 20, but by the end of that first 20, things are really starting to pick up. Like what we were just saying, people have jobs, they have homes, they have stability. And then the next 20 years, that's where everything, kind of opens up. The music, people can fly around or, vacation, they can do new things and all that stuff. And then the third section of that is kind of like, it's getting bad, starting to go downhill.
Shaky.
And then the last portion, the last 20 is like, oof, this is a
trials and tribulations. We're right there, would you say? We're in between 3 and 4. Yeah. We're ending the third quarter.
Yeah, we're ending the third. I think we're in the fourth. I think it's officially started.
We're in the fourth quarter with the first drive.
I think it started in 2020.
Ooh. Yeah.
Because that was a really defining moment in a lot of ways for a lot of people without getting into it. Just
what? You know the thing.
The thing. Yeah. I mean, but as society goes, and this is not just here in the U.S., it's globally.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, it's been a global phenomenon. Again, what the odds?
Yeah.
Again, if he wasn't beating his chest like a lunatic, maybe people would have heard him.
Yeah. But even like David Icke, it's hard to sell somebody on the influence of reptile people. Again, if you're gonna
when
say
you say
stuff
out loud like that, it just is funny.
So I really think that everybody's influenced by reptiles, and you're like, oh, really?
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what?
Where's the remote?
I gotta go cut the grass right now. So
I'm gonna go cut the illusionary grass with my
that's not really there.
Lawnmower.
It's just projected on there.
Yeah. Otherwise, that illusionary HOA is gonna write me a fine.
Right. Yeah, it's a hard sell.
Well, yeah, because it's such a far out there hypothesis theory. I mean, shit, he could have just stopped with the first half. Like I mentioned earlier, he just started off really strong. Hey, here's some satanic symbols, and it rolls into some of these elite world leaders, families, and corporations all using these satanic symbols. Let's try to stop them. Let's come up with a plan to stop this.
Right. And then just abandon the point of how did they know that what's the connection? How did they get communicated to this is what it means and this is what it represents and this is the power of that symbol? Because that's another thing that people have talked about. There's power in symbols, Well, actually, he was saying that, right? Mm-hmm. That's what he was saying, the power in the symbols and all that stuff. All right, then from the horse's mouth, where is the power from? How does it project itself out there like that?
That's the 64,000
aliens.
Well, that would be, again, and that's my guess where they got it from. I mean, and the shit's been passed down a super duper long time since, because he talked about it, the Anunnaki came here with the knowledge. Like, humans have probably, through all of history, have been probably 99% fucking stupid.
Yeah.
We're good. Humans are great. Don't get me wrong. But there's just like certain things you can't know. You can't figure out things you don't know nothing about. But if somebody who does have knowledge comes to you and says, hey, check this out. See this symbol? Right. You're going to want to just put it on your shirt and just walk around. Keep doing your business just because there's power behind that symbol.
Right.
And, it's satanic in nature, but don't worry about it. Just do your thing.
Do you mean satanic like the devil? Yeah, but don't worry. But what about God?
You know, he doesn't really
Don't
have a
ask too many
symbol like
questions.
that here. So just shut up and do the thing I said.
Mhm.
But no, yeah, they had to be shown these things and taught these things, and so they've somehow got all this power in banks and in the industries and in politics and in corporations and in technology and then warfare and armaments and military industrial complex type stuff, and they gained control of all those things, and now they just kind of just run everything
Yeah,
while they bombard you with all the symbology and constantly, the UN,
yeah,
uh, uh, all the concerts with the in the NFL satanic halftime shows, and then people are just consuming that, not even realizing what it is
right.
that
On
they're
a
even
subconscious
watching.
level, right.
Correct. And so, as we again also slide down a slippery slope of like as a society, you just allow more and more things to slip by.
Yeah,
Again, those damn staunch Republicans of the 60s and 70s who just refused to let them gays get married. They just
yeah,
weren't, they were going to hold their ground. And it's just nowadays, and I'm not just speaking on left or right, just people in general are just like, oh, that guy's a giraffe over there. Okay. And he's into children. Okay. So we'll just call him a minor attracted person. And then,
oh yeah,
and I guess he'll get a job at Walmart probably. Don't, no worries about it.
yeah. It'll be fine.
Like just letting more and more things just slip under the rug and,
Yeah,
you know,
until it reaches that point where you can't ignore it anymore, or you can't just justify it anymore.
right.
You know.
Did that guy yell Allah Akbar again before shooting up the whole fucking joint? Well, it's not all of them, and it's not all of them. It's not. I'm prefacing that it's
Yeah, it's
not.
not. Yeah,
It's
it's
not.
not.
I'm just saying that. I don't know. The last few, I'll say, right? The last few shootings we've had.
Yeah, but with that, I'm really cautious to say or to jump on that bandwagon of saying, "Oh, these people, Muslim people are all terrorists and they're all bad and all that stuff."
They're all terrible.
I don't.
I'm
I
kidding.
don't. I don't think that's what it is. There's been so much meddling and manipulation in societies around the world in the past 40 years. You know, I just the things that get manipulated and meddled with, I think go so far that we don't even know how
Oh,
far.
we know, Jerry. It's the non-secular power structure in a Middle East country no larger than New Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay, it's non-secular. I want to make that perfectly clear. They're not religious people. Their conquest is global power.
Yeah.
And they have a nice network of other people. You think there aren't American politicians that want world dominance? There are.
Oh yeah, there's one in there right now.
So they're all working together to secure that future for themselves. And for us little plebs, you could fucking forget about it. I think, again, probably 80% of these Muslim issues that we perceive as problems would go away if the United States support for Israel wasn't so grandiose. I think that's probably why those Muslim countries don't like the United States so much. On top of going over there and occupying their countries, but I think that the aid that we give to Israel pisses them off. So then, therefore, they have a disdain for our country because of it.
Again, the manipulation and the meddling it's so far reaching and so deep, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what you know, without getting too crazy into it. I mean, in almost every major situation or event in the past 40 years has had some poking, you know,
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, there was
for a purpose. I'll say it's
there was an awakening. I think most people have had where you stop for a second and you can kind of say, "Hey, are we the bad guys in this story?
right,
In this movie?" Or like,
right,
like it takes you a second because you grow up in the bubble
yeah,
of living here, but if you are open-minded enough and pay attention to some global movements and things that are happening around the world, you could say, and again, if you went into it openly, be able to say, "Wow, yeah," or because I've had to say that
yeah,
to myself numerous times. It's been a long time now, but I've definitely said, "Dude,
right.
are we? I think we're the bad guys in this
I think
movie."
we're the bad guys in this. Yeah,
Yeah, and again, it's one of those things where it's a proverbial we.
yeah,
Us normies, we're not deciding anything. All we do is pay our taxes. And then the higher ups decide how to spend that money. And if they decide to spend it on invading another country, well, we didn't okay that.
yeah.
We financed it, but we didn't
They didn't
okay it
ask, you know.
because we're not okay with it. But if they don't give a shit what we think, if you like it or not. Hey, Americans, we're gonna go and kill Saddam Hussein. What do you guys think about that? Well, they didn't ask that. They just were finding out about it.
Yeah, they just did it.
Oh, we're going into Iraq. Oh, yeah, okay, wow. We're going into Iraq. Wow. Or any of the other countries we go. Oh, we're going we're gonna send troops to Venezuela now. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like come the fuck on, man. We
Oh,
don't get to say so. But that vote.
no.
But see, that makes me upset though, because if there's other people who are from other countries, like I don't know. Okay, so say there are little Muslim attacks on U.S. soil and Americans are killed. I don't fucking want to take it out on them,
Right.
because I could differentiate, categorize.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that guy was just a loony. We
Right.
have loonies here too. We got white people that shoot up places and
Yeah.
shit too,
Right.
because they're loonies.
Right.
So I ain't mad at you, but I just think that other places maybe have a hard time differentiating for themselves.
Oh yeah, a lot of other places for sure.
And I'll be
But-
like, you know what? Just fuck all Americans. Like, wait, whoa, hey, easy. No, can't just say fuck all Americans.
Right.
No, we're not
Right.
cool with that shit either.
Right.
Except we don't have any fucking say so whatsoever.
Yeah. No. Not. We haven't in a long time.
We're operating inside of that box. We're stuck inside that box that they
See,
set up.
David Icke was right.
See, speed of light. That's all we got to do.
That's all we got to do. We just got to
So-
get on that ray and speed of light.
I tell you what, all week I'll be thinking about how we could get ourselves past the speed of light.
On that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It should
And
be
then
pretty simple to figure out.
It's really not that hard.
It's not that bad.
It's the speed of light, okay? I'm sure we've got technologies that go past faster than that. 0 point energy.
0
Okay, that's
points,
what I'm
baby.
thinking. But yeah. Anybody in the comments want to come up with some cool
Suggestions.
ideas? Let us know. Leave
Hit
it
us
in the
up.
comments next week. We'll dig deep into it.
I like it.
That was great. Well, back to work, consume, buy, consume, die.
That's
Until
it.
next week, folks.
Until next week, folks.
All right, y'all. We're out of here.